Hello children, welcome back to a new week. I hope all are fine, right? Okay, as you know, in the previous session we were learning about the clever fox and greedy wolf, and we have already completed that lesson, right? Okay, today we are going to start with a new poem, that is glowworms. Do you know what are glowworms? Glowworms are a type of insects, and when they fly you can see light from that. Okay, they have light on their body. When it is very dark they keep on shining. Those insects are called as glowworms. Okay, so today we are going to learn a poem on glowworms. Okay children, for that I want you all to open your English 1 textbook to page number 65. This is the poem Glowworms. Okay, first let's recite the poem and then I will explain the poem. Okay, on a dark wet night when there was no light, I saw a strange sight that gave me a fright. A glowworm I saw, and then dozens more just flew through the door. I don't know what for. Brighter than the stars, Jupiter and Mars. They shone like gold jars and had lamps on cars. They danced in the air and raced up the stair. I got such a scare, I fell off my chair. Okay children, this is the poem, The Glowworms. Okay, now let me explain the poem line wise. Okay, on the first line you can see that the poet is telling, on a dark wet night when there was no light. Okay, do you know when it is wet? Especially the rainy seasons. Okay, rainy seasons, it is dark, wet, and there were no lights. Okay, and the poet says he saw a strange sight that gave him a fright. That means, sight means to see. He saw something, but when he saw that sight, he was frightened. Okay, a glowworm I saw. He says first he saw only one glowworm. Okay, and it was shining. When it is very dark, that glowworm shines. So he says, I saw a glowworm and then dozens more. First he saw only one glowworm, but behind that one glowworm, dozens of glowworms came together. Do you know what is the meaning of dozen? Yes, dozen means 12 in number. Okay, for example, when you go to the market, you tell the shopkeeper, give me 1 dozen banana. So how much will he give you? He gives you 12. The number 12 indicates 1 dozen. Okay, so here the poet says dozens of glowworms, means not only 12, dozens means more. 12 like this, groups of glowworms came through the door. Just flew through the door where the poet was sitting. They came through the door. You can see here in the picture they have shown the glowworms are coming through the door. And the poet says, I don't know what for they are coming. Okay, now the poet doesn't know what for the glowworms are coming in. Brighter than the stars. When you see in the sky at night, you see the stars are shining bright, right? In the same way, the poet here, he has compared these glowworms to the stars, and also with the Jupiter and Mars. As you all know, before this Jupiter and Mars, they are the planets. Before there were 9 planets, now there are only 8 planets, and from those 8 planets, this Jupiter and Mars are the 2 planets. Okay, so here the poet is comparing the glowworms to the stars, Jupiter and Mars. Okay, he says they are shining brighter than the Jupiter's, Mars and the stars. Okay, they shone like gold jars or headlamps on cars. So here the poet tells they are shining like gold jars. Gold means what, you know? Yes, what your mama wears in the hand, on her neck. It is, those all ornaments are made of gold, and you know this gold also shines. So the poet here, he has compared the glowworms to the gold jars, and also the headlamps on the cars. On the cars you can see there are 2 headlamps, right? When you on those lamps, how they shine. So here the poet is saying the glowworms also shine like the headlamps. Okay. They danced in the air. They are flying. You know, insects fly. So the poet here, he is comparing the glowworms that when they fly, they look like as if they are dancing in the air. And they raced up the stairs. Stairs means what? Steps. Okay, so the poet here, he is saying they are racing through the stairs. And he says when all these glowworms came through the door, dozens together, he got scared. He was frightened and he fell off his chair. Okay, children, this is about the poem Glowworms. Is it clear? I hope you are clear with the poem. Now, along with this, I will be sending you a video of this Glowworms poem. Okay, you recite along with that and you start learning the poem. And for your homework, I will send the rhyming words and new words. You are going to write down the rhyming words and the new words and learn them for your homework. Is it clear, children? Okay, this is all for today. We are going to stop here and continue in the next session.